Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're returning. My name is Hannah. This is a channel about cross stitch. If that's not your thing, bye. Also, what is happening? Do you see this? I didn't notice this until right now. The dog likes to look out the window, so all of our blinds are down. Oh, also that. What is happening? Anyway, except for this one and the one over, you can't see it, but the one over here. Those ones are up so that he can look out the windows. Anyway, and then we have like the door over here. It's French doors, and they're all glass so he can see out. And then the door over here, we have a storm door, like, so we can keep it open, and then there's a storm door. I don't know why I'm talking about this, because that just, like, bothered me. But anyway, and that has, like, a half glass, so he can't see out as easily. Also, I have some of my, like, Halloween stuff out. I still need to do some decorating in the house, but last weekend I did what I wanted to do, like, what I could get myself to do, and then this weekend I was working all day Saturday. I worked for 14 hours on Saturday, and then 3 or 4 hours yesterday, and I didn't do anything else. And on Friday, and like I didn't have any really, I think I worked from home on Monday last week, and that was the only work from home day I had because we had an event this weekend, which is why I was working for 14 hours, and then yesterday for like a couple hours. And then I'm off today, tomorrow, it's Monday today, tomorrow, and then Wednesday, and then I work from home Thursday and Friday this week, so it'll be a good week this week, because the event's over, and thank gosh. Thank goodness. Anyway, my phone's over here. I'm gonna need this later. Anyway, cross stitch. We're 2 minutes in, and I haven't even started. So, I have, I think, 5 things to show you, and a little bit of haul. But, like, not much. Like, 2 fabrics and a bag. And I think that's it. I bought a bunch of patterns. But I'm not going to show... They're all digital patterns, so I'm not going to show you them right away. Like, eventually I'll stitch them, and you'll see them. I don't really... I'm bad at showing digital patterns, because I buy them, and then I download them into my... Or put them in my Google Drive, like, right away. And I don't remember... like what they're called or any of that, so it's just too hard for me. If they're like physical, I'll remember to put them in my bag, but because they're digital, that's not a thing. So you'll see those eventually. So let's start with the WIPs. Let's start with the thing that I just finished working on. It's like part of the rotation. I have it in my, ooh, that's pretty. You're not going to be able to see this very well, but like it's one of my bags I got at, did I get this at last year's Great Grace Notes retreat? I think so. Because it's Black Cat Extra Tree, and she was not the bag designer this year. But I'm pretty sure this was last year, and I bought this there. Because it's got like a bunch of, what is this, treble clefs on it. And then on the inside it's got this cute music written. What is it called? I don't remember. Corinne's gonna yell at me. Anyway, inside of here is my Majestic Lace, which I don't have a picture. My picture of it is in there because I'm using the digital pattern to do it, and you don't really need the picture at this point. I mean, you do, because I'm not even close to done. I'm like halfway there, so I don't have any of the middle, but you'll get the idea. Anyway, here is where I'm at the moment. I think you can see that all. I can kind of see through the fabric, so. So this, I finished the whole board, like the outside border. I don't remember if that was done the last time I videoed. I don't think so. Might have been. But today, I finished the whole, like, circular inside border. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the next kind of inside border bit. It's a lot of stitches, so it's going to take me a while. And Anyway, so yeah, so I'm going to do the inside border next. That's going to take me a while. But this circular bit, it's one stitch like the whole way around. Only took me like a day. I started it a couple days ago. I had a meeting, and I was sitting at home, and I was like, I don't need to be like involved in this meeting, so I just stitched while like we were sitting on the Zoom. So I did that for like an hour, and I got like half of it done, and then today I just did the other half, which was, it's taken me, I started probably stitching like at like 11:30 maybe, like 12 o'clock, so it's taken me like an hour to do, so it took me like 2 hours to do this circle. Didn't take me very long. It's very easy. It's one color, you know. The fabric is a mystery fabric from Grace Notes Fabrics. It's 28 count, so it is a very large piece, but it's so pretty. I think I said this is WorksbyABC Majestic Lace. So this will be done pretty soon, honestly. I think it's not going to be a long project for me. Because it's one color, it's pretty easy. So anyway, I think I said this is 28 count linen. I know I said 28 count, but I don't think I said linen. Most of the things I work on, if they're not full coverage, they're linen. If they are full coverage, they're lugana. My preferred fabric is 32 count, but that was because it's a mystery, like, oopsie fabric. It's what, I was like, well, that's fine. 28's fine. Thank goodness it's linen. Okay, the next thing is another WorksbyABC in another Black Cat Extitry bag, my little gnome bag. So cute. And then the inside's just like checks. Here, I'll show you. The inside's just like little checks. I will show you the cover photo for this one, if I can find it. I finally cut this fabric, so it's not huge anymore, because it was. So this is 324 by WorksbyABC. I have a hair somewhere on my face. Yeah, there's that. I don't know where this is going to go, so I'm just going to put it in the back. I could probably put it in the front, actually. It makes more sense, right? Oh, he's getting up on the couch. He's like, okay, fine. If I'm not going to play with my toy and you're not going to play with me, I'm going to go sleep on the couch. Okay. Anyway, so like I said, I did cut my fabric, and it's nice and small now. So here is where I am. Look how tiny it is. It's so fun. So I cut it because I have finally got all the way to the end and all the way to the bottom. So I'm doing this, the Majestic Lace is 2/2 for the full crosses, and then 1/2 for the half crosses, or for the tent stitch. And I'm using just regular DMC. I'm not using the Flosh. I'm using regular DMC, and I am using B5200 instead of white. So, yeah. This one is 28 count lugana. I know I usually do linen, but I had this and I wanted to do white, and I don't own any white linen, so I was like, I'll just do it on lugana. So I'm doing it 1/1 on 28 count. And it's so cute and tiny. It's so cute and tiny. But yeah, and I'm doing it with the 324 colors. So I'm at least halfway, because that's the halfway point. And because it's a square, I know that that's halfway. So I've made it to the halfway point. I am 50% done with this, which is good, because my goal was to get it done in 324 days from when I started. And I believe I started it the first day of the Steel City retreat last year. Let me double check. Yeah, so I started on the 5th the 5th of April, and, well, I guess 5th of April this year. So my goal is to get it done in 324 days. So a little less than a year, which I will be doing, because right now I'm on track, because I'm all caught up. Technically, I'm caught up to yesterday. Oh, I don't need Adobe to do anything. No, thank you. Adobe, go away. Sorry, y'all. What was I saying? I don't remember. Oh, wait. Okay, this is this is correct. I don't remember what I was saying. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I will have it done. At least before the next Steel City retreat. I know. Oh yeah, I was saying I was caught up to yesterday, because this is yesterday's. I'm doing it in like batches. Let me show you what my rotation is at the moment. So basically what my rotation is at the moment, so that you can understand this, is I spin my wheel, I stitch on whatever my wheel spun, my full coverage wheel, and then I do my wedding piece, and then I do this piece, then I'll stitch on my lace, my Majestic Lace, and then depending on how long I've been stitching on that, I'll do this again to catch back up, and then I'll spin my wheel again, and then it all starts over. I probably won't stitch on this. I just stitched on this yesterday, so I caught up to yesterday, which is this little square. So the only thing I would do today would be one more square, and I don't feel like doing that. I'm just gonna wait until I've done, like, a few more days have gone by, and then, like, I spin my wheel and I finish with that, and then I'll pull out 3, 2, 4. So this kind of goes in, like, when I feel like enough time has gone by, if that makes sense. But that's, like, that's kind of my plan, is 3 to 4 comes kind of between other things. So I caught up to yesterday, and I'm not going to pull it back out for today, because I don't feel like it. So it comes out in batches, kind of, if that makes sense. I think it does. Because it would just it would be too, like, pulling it out every day, which is what I was doing originally. I was doing one motif a day, and I was like, I don't like working on, I don't like doing that. I feel like I'm the kind of person who has to work on something for like an extended period of time in one sitting, rather than pulling out multiple projects like throughout the day. I'm okay with pulling out multiple projects, or at least 2 projects in a day, but I feel like I need to get more than just like 25 stitches into a project, if that makes sense. So anyway, that is haul. I'll do that later. Okay, now we'll pull out my full coverages. So I had a new start this month. I don't remember the date that we started this, but there is a sale going on. For me, it's more of a start along than a stitch along, because it's, it takes me forever to pull projects back out. So I like to start with other people, but I don't keep up. And I don't think any of us are going to keep up, because it's I think I mentioned this in my last video, because it was like the day before we were going to be starting. Dawn Marie from DM's Crafty Vortex, Ebony from In Stitches with Ebony, I think is her handle. Krissa, I can't remember what your Krissa Shalon. I'm gonna say, I said it wrong. I know Dawn Marie knows how to say it, but if you need information, go to Dawn Marie's channel. Love you, Dawn Marie. And then, is there another Blushing Pink Stitches? I think there's a couple people doing this. Anyway, here's the bag I'm keeping it in. This is another Black Cat Stitchery bag. Because, well, and the inside's super cute with like some pink polka dots. You're not gonna be able to see them, not very easily. Kind of pink polka dots, just cute. And if you want to see the actual picture, I've been keeping pretty good updates on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram if you want like really good updates. instead of here. I mean, here you can follow, but like this is more of the overall. So anyway, my goal was to get one page, the equivalent to one page done. Let me see if I can find, I should just start editing correctly again. I might. I think I'm going to throw the picture up here to show you what this is going to look like. But I need to figure out the information for it because I don't remember. Chrissa Shellen? I was going to say it wrong. Jeez. Anyway, this is called An Enchanted Place. The Sal on Instagram is hashtag An Enchanted Place Sal. The artist is Eder Rosa. And then the charting is done by Stitches So Beautiful. It says See Beautiful, but it is So Beautiful. I did not check. I should edit this post because it's not correct. Let's see if I can edit this while I'm standing here. This is so stupid. Can I edit this? Why can't I edit posts? Can I edit this post? Oh, yes, I can. Okay. Hold on. Please. Hold, please. It should say so. Stitches So Beautiful. Okay. It's now correct. Yes, so Stitches So Beautiful. And then I'm doing this on, I think I had mentioned before, I have so much, like, Grace Notes Fabrics 28 count Lugana, that I'm starting to use it for my full coverage, which is, I mean, fine. Sometimes I'm like, oh, like, I could have used this for something that's not full coverage, but at the same time, I'm never gonna, like, I have so many projects that I want to start, and so much of this stuff. So this is on, what did I say it was, Lavender Fields? Yeah. This is Lavender Fields, it's 28 count Lugana. And here's my little start. So this is one page. Look at all of these. Look at all these hanging threads. I need to get one of those, like the bobbies from Amazon that everybody's always showing. But it's so pretty. These colors, it's not even doing, the camera's not even doing it justice. It is so pretty. It's almost like watercolory. It's great. So that's the tree in the corner. And then we'll start moving into like the little house and lake and all of that. Super fun. But this is a couple, and I'm also keeping track of percentages, so I have a whole like highlight reel for this project and all of my full coverages that I've pulled out since I've started doing the highlights. So follow along with that on Instagram if you'd like to. Okay, then my wheel spin for this month. Well, it wasn't really my wheel spin for this month. It was my wheel spin that I was supposed to do at the Grace Notes retreat, but I just didn't. So I actually finished it. Got to the point where I was supposed to be on this project. And this is, you'll see it here. Hopefully I remember to do this because I'm trying to get back into editing correctly. It's not that hard. It just takes a while. I'm not doing before and after photos, but I will show like the final product. This is World Wonders Map, charted by GeckoRouge. The artist is Maria Rabinky. You can tell the projects that like I've been working on for a while because I know all of the information. And then the ones that are new, I'm like, ooh. But anyway, I'm doing this on 28 count white, a huge piece of Lugana. I think it's like, what, 3 yards or something. And this is why, because it's humongous. But yeah, so here is where I'm at. I finally made it to 1%. All of this is 1%. It's like almost 25,000 stitches. Yeah. Crazy. But it looks really good. Like, look at those butterflies. Great. It looks so good. So I am slowly merging this from the stair step to full diagonals. as you can see. So this one will go down to here, and then I'll restart at the top, and I'll go down, and then I'll converge. These will converge. I will convert these over to full diagonals. And then we'll just keep going with the diagonal, because I've realized that is my preferred method. So, yeah, great. Looks really good. And I'm also starting to realize that, for the most part, I do like starting in this corner on all of my projects. What is this, the top? When you're looking at it, it's the left. But like, I guess we would call it the top left. It doesn't matter. I like starting at the top and doing it that way. Even doing it the top right, I don't care necessarily which top side it is. I just am realizing I like starting at the top, and I have a couple projects that are started at the bottom, and I'm a little bit worried that I'm not going to like working on them anymore. We'll see. Anyway, so that's that. I made it to 1%, and I finished another page. So then that went away when I finished the page. And I pulled out my wedding piece, and that is in this bag. Oh, this World Wonders map is not in a fun bag. It's just in the bag from Amazon. So this is made by my friend, and it was a sweatshirt that I had that didn't fit my husband or I because he bought a size that was not going to work for either of us. So I was like, well, we have it, so we'll just use it. So she cut that out, and then she cut this off the sleeve, which is our anniversary date, which is coming up here very soon. 5 years, man. I don't know how we've done it. I don't know how I've done it. And then the back is just this little rose fabric. And then the inside is, I think, just a cute little, like, you're not gonna be able to see it, probably, but like, it's like white flowers. But anyway, so I will, I guess I'll show what the photo's supposed to look like, but like at the same time, you can kind of tell, because I've gotten really far. I made it to 46%, so this is 46%. I'm almost at 50, guys. We're getting there. So here's where I am at the moment. Yay! Look at that. So like we can see his whole boutonniere now, basically. Yeah, really great. So do some close-ups, because I love doing the close-ups because it's really fun. So, I mean, close-up kind of, as close as I can get without. So yeah, so that's his boutonniere there. Got basically almost all of that is done. More of my bouquet. We're getting into the bottom part of the bouquet, which is like the waterfall part. It's gonna be, I mean, this was confetti, but like that's gonna be real confetti. And then, but the bottom of my dress should be pretty easy. Like the dress is basically, it's not white. There's no white in this whole piece. Like, there might be 3865, but there's no white or B5200 in this whole piece. Because technically my dress was not white. My dress was like a kind of off-white color. But yeah. Like you can even see his tie, which is so fun. Kind of blends in. I know on this side it blends into the shirt because it did. Like, it was such a light pink that it kind of blended into the shirt. But like even his sleeve, look at the dimension on the sleeve. Like that's pretty cool, huh? Yeah. I'm stoked. So this is 46%. 46% done. And then I'll show the back, even though, you know, because a lot of people like to see the back. So that's the back. Looks fairly like the front. Yeah, that's the back. I hope it doesn't capture that as the, wouldn't that be funny? People are like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. I'm like, thanks, that's the back. This is the front. But yeah, it looks fairly similar. I know I took it to the Grace Notes retreat, and people were like, let me see the back. And then people were like, go home, go away. I was like, I'm sorry. I don't stitch to make it look like that. It's just the way that, because of the way that I stitch, it looks like that. And there's, I mean, you know, that's just what it is. So, if you want your backs to look somewhat neat, just stitch like me. Or like the people who really care. Like, I'm not stitching because I like that because I care what the back looks like. It's just easier for me. Like, my mind works in a specific way. Anyway, that is all the stitching. So, I'm trying to be a little bit quiet because my husband's working in the other room. And he has, like, his job is phone calls. So, if I'm a little bit quiet today, that's why. Other than when my dog is squeaking his toys. Anyway, okay, so then I have some haul. Let's do this first. So, I think I mentioned last time that Tiffany Black Cat X-Stitchery had sent me an invoice, and I did not know what it was, and then I remembered what it was for her, like, bag of the quarter club or whatever, and I paid it, and I got it. It's so cute, but it's this little truck fall bag. It's so cute. Yeah, I think this is the first fall bag that I have. Maybe not. It's one of the very few fall bags that I have, but it's so cute. And then on the inside, it's got this like checked fabric, and then she gave me a little needle minder that has the checked fabric on it, and then this is a little like ort book, which has the same fabric as this, which is great. I don't tend to use ort books too much, because I tend to have really, really big orts, and people freak out about it. I'm talking about Carla and Mary Barbara and Sherry. Yeah, all you freak out about it. Oh, and Sherry, I have a little baggie that I will continue to add to, because she asked me to send her all of my orts, so she has a plan for them, which is great. So I've been keeping them. I'm not throwing them away like I usually do. But I have like a little trash can that I keep them in. I know that sounds like I throw them away, but like it's like specifically a stitching like little trash can that only like orts go into. So anyway, and then I got my Grace Notes Fabrics Fabric of the Month Club fabrics. Get both color and neutral. Neutral on linen, 32 count linen, and then color on 28 count lugana. And in that package, she sent me a little chart. And it's so cute. It's a Madame Chantilly. It's called Halloween Party. But she sent this with my little fabric of the month. And I know why. She does not do Halloween, and she knows I do. And so she sent this my way, because she wasn't going to be able to utilize it. And I will, because it's so cute. Look at it, it's so cute. I don't have any Madame Chantilly. I don't think I have any Madame Chantilly. If I do, I don't have any started, so. Anyway, so that's that. And then I know these are correct this time, because I kept them in the bag. And I just got them, like, recently, so I know these are correct. And I haven't even really looked at them. I kind of looked at them in the bag, but I haven't actually opened them, so this is kind of first look for you and for me. So let's do the color first, actually, because I think I like the neutral this month, like, a lot. The color is called Under the Sea, and like I said, it is 28 count lugana, and I doubt this is going to come out correctly on the screen, because it's already looking like it's not. It's coming out kind of gray. It is not. It is not gray. It is like a kind of tealy, like seaweedy, greeny, tealy color. Oh my gosh, that's not. I mean, I guess, but it's still too gray. It is not gray like this. It is teal. I wish I had, like, maybe if I shine I doubt it. This is probably going to make it worse. Just watch. Did you even turn on? No. That didn't do anything. Just kidding. Well, it's teal. It's not green. I mean, it's not gray. Poking my eye out with the fabric. It's not going to show up correctly. It doesn't matter what room I'm in or how much light I have. We just know fabrics don't show up the right color on the screen, which is really annoying. But it's beautiful. This one is what I'm really excited about, though. It's called Mosaic. This is the 32 count linen, and I already know I like this. And you're not going to be able to see this correctly. I already know. I know, because I know when the colors are specific colors that it doesn't show up. They don't show up correctly. So it's coming out more brown on the screen than it is. It is not that brown. It's kind of like a gray, like stone kind of brown, but it's got like pops of kind of like a blue. So pretty. It is really pretty. And it's coming out really brown on the camera. It is not. That's a little bit closer. Yeah, that's a little bit closer, but it's not so brown. It's more it's more gray. So that was coming out gray, which is not. This is coming out brown, which is not. I mean, not really. It's kind of brown. It's like a brown gray, but it's not as brown as it's showing. Anyway, this is me trying to explain colors. Because knowing they don't show up correctly. Well, what is happening? Why is this doing this? This is folded weird. Or I'm folding it weird. Are you going to fold correctly, please? Maybe not. Unfolded it, and now it's not going to fold back correctly. Okay. And that's it. That's everything, people. That is what I did for the month of September. Tomorrow is October 1st. And because we finished all of the things in my rotation, I have to spin my wheel. So would you like to spin my wheel with me? Good, because you're going to. So I'm going to spin my full coverage wheel because that's what I'm interested in at the moment. I have my full coverage wheel and my other wheel, but I'm going to stick with my full coverage wheel. Now for this I have changed it a little bit. I no longer have the do not repeat setting turned on, so I can repeat projects if it decides I should. Because I don't know. I feel like if it ends up deciding to repeat a project, whether it's right away or it does, let's say X project and then it spins 2 more times and it's different projects and then it goes back to X project, I'm okay with that. It just means more progress in that project. So anyway, I also need to turn on my screen record because I want to post this on Instagram, so anybody who doesn't watch my YouTube can see the wheel spin. So I'm going to start the screen recording, and then we're going to spin the wheel. Okay, ready? Let's see. And there's also new starts on here as well. Hocus Pocus! Oh my gosh! And it's about to be October. That's so fun. So it shows Hocus Pocus. And I can stop the screen recording. So that's a new start for me. And I'm super excited about it. Yeah. That's really fun. So thank you for being here for this. It's probably going to be mostly black, because I think the corner of this chart is all black. Let me see if I can find the... I'll just post the photo here of what it will look like. But it's just the sisters. And yeah, I'm super excited. Anyway, so that's that. I guess we can head out now, huh? So I will start that probably today, quite frankly. I can start that like as soon as I finish here. Because he's sleeping now, my husband's working, it's kind of gross out, and I just need to take him on a walk at some point later. It's only not even 2 o'clock yet, so we have a little bit of time. But anyway, I will see you guys at the end of October, or, you know, the very beginning of November, depending on when I can get a video in. Yeah. Keep up with me on Instagram. You get more regular updates there. But you get my monthly recap here. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.